Hi there, Andrew here. I love anime, but I have no patience. So I'm giving every new show of the summer 2017 season one episode to hook me. Welcome to Debut Review. Today I'm watching Katsugeki Touken Ranbu. The year is 1863. Japan is split between the pro-shogunate and anti-shogunate factions. In this chaotic time, the era of the swords is coming to a close. Horikawa Kunihiro has manifested as a sword warrior and is joined by, Izumi no Kami Kanesada. There's a long name. A warrior who served under the same master as him. Sword warriors are Tsukumogami spirits, and willpower that reside within a sword. These spirits are awakened by Sanawa to protect the world from the time retrograde army who were sent by historical revisionists from the future to alter history. Ooh. Okay, so that's potentially really interesting. So, let's see what the poster looks like here. Dudes with swords. Oh, and a gun. Okay. You see a lot of stories about time travelers who go back in time to change the past, to better the future. But I'm hard-pressed to think of one where it's about the people in the past who are battling the time travelers from the future who come back to muck things up. That's an interesting flip on the premise. I am intrigued. Let's watch. Let's talk about The Purge. The Purge has a lot of problems. One of them, in my ridiculously humble opinion, is it's a gross waste of a premise. The premise of The Purge is super duper cool. So, in the near future, or right now maybe, there's an annual event in America, doesn't seem to be worldwide, just seems to be an American thing, where for 12 hours, from like 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. the following morning, emergency services are shut off, fire, ambulance, police, and all crime is legal. All crime is legal for 12 hours. Ooh. Interesting premise. So many things you can do with that. Man, I was really excited to see this movie back when it came out in 2000. And so I went to theater to see it, and I was incredibly disappointed that they took this really cool premise and did nothing with it. It's a home invasion movie. Not even a good one. Yeah, The Purge just kind of happens outside. It's completely incidental. It's a complete waste of that premise. The fact that there's a purge does not matter in the slightest. What a shame. What a waste. Katsugeki Touken Ranbu. And yes, I can actually hear myself pronouncing this poorly. What's interesting is I actually have the ear for mispronounced Japanese at this point. I still can't pronounce it correctly most of the time. Cool premise, right? We've got Shogun-era Japan. People in Shogun-era Japan fighting off time travelers that have come back to alter history. So many neat things you could do with that. You know, sword-wielding samurai against future dudes with laser guns and stuff? How cool could that be? Very cool, I declare. But this is just dudes with swords against skeleton monsters and other dudes with swords. The fact that there's a time travel element is, at least in the first episode, not particularly important. It's dudes with swords against other dudes with swords. And some skeleton monsters. Which is fine. the show is not fine. The show's kind of crap. But it's the thing that bothers me the most is it's just an insane, at least for the first episode, an insane waste of a potentially cool premise. And the premise, actually, as it's presented in the show, doesn't make a total ton of sense. There are some interesting ideas, such that they're getting information from the future. There's someone in the future who's looking at the history books and going, something changed. So the bad guys have gone back to, somewhere between March 5th and March 8th. It's going to be somewhere in there. And the further back in history they go, the wider it gets, harder and harder to narrow down exactly when and where they'll appear. All right, interesting. But I hate dust. All you little dust particles can piss off. They have like a magic talking cat too. Is magic talking cat on the poster? No, it's a magic talking cat with like clown makeup. Weird. Seems to be kind of a conduit to whoever's giving them information from the future. And they're just two dudes. And apparently they're like, the bad guys can send back a whole squad of dudes, but we're just two dudes. That sucks. That's the way it goes, though. But then at the end of the episode, the main dude comes back and brings like 2 or 3 more dudes with him. Why not do that in the first place? I don't know. So, how are the bad guys changing history? Don't know. How are they attempting to change history? Don't know. Why are they attempting to change history? Don't know. There's just skeleton dudes and dudes with swords, and they must be hit with the good guys' swords. That's it. How come no one brings back laser weapons or something? I don't know. Perhaps I'm being unfair. Perhaps I'm judging what I want the show to be or what I expected the show to be rather than what the show is. Perhaps. But even just what the show is, I don't think is very good. At least the first episode. You know, it's a television show. It has plenty of episodes. I'm sure a lot of this stuff is explained in episodes 2 and onwards. But as an initial episode, for me, doesn't work. And that bums me out. Because that's, to me, a very cool premise with a lot of potential that seems, at least by the first episode, to have been completely squandered. Oh well. Next time, Gadget. Next time! Frank Welker.